Scranton-Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders presents the District 16 Little League Major Championship on MyTV WQMY.
We are in for a lot of fireworks tonight, fellas. They're going to come out. They're going to get their money. No doubt about it.
It's the Joseph Murph Adams Sports Complex in Pittston Township as we prepare for the District 16 Major Little League Championship between Mountaintop and Nanticoke. Welcome everyone to the pregame show. I'm Bob Ide. We'll be joined on the field shortly by Aaron Dugan from Fox 56 Sports, and doing the calling, Bob Bertoni and Phil Shaner from District 16. Well, the road to Williamsport starts tonight. Up next will be sectionals. We've already crowned one team, West Pittston, heading to sectionals. That will be July 16th and 20th. That will also include two teams from Lackawanna County. Then if you win that, you get on the states. It'll be at Ross Traver Township Little League starting July 24th to the 31st. You win that, you head up to Bristol, Connecticut. No, not to see ESPN, but to play in the East Region Championship starting August 6th to the 13th. You win that, and maybe one of these teams will. South Williamsport, here we come. It's the Little League World Series starting August 18th to August 28th. So how did these two teams get here tonight? Well, we'll take a look at that. Both teams have played 5 games already. Nanticoke, well, they've won all of theirs. They're 5-0 coming in, so they're putting up some big runs early on. They beat Pittston Township, the home team here of their home field, 5-1 to advance to tonight's final. Mountaintop, also 5-0. They put up big runs, 18-1 in their first game, 12-5 over Plains to get to tonight's championship. These two teams have not met in pool play, unlike the first game, so it should be an interesting matchup. To find out more and perspective from the coaches, let's go down to Aaron now on the field.
Okay, here we go, guys. All right, we're getting ready for game 2 of our doubleheader. I have both coaches with me now from Nanticoke and Mountaintop. We'll start with Mountaintop. Terry Klein, how are your kids feeling right now? Are they nervous? Are they anxious? A little bit of both?
They're really excited to be here. They've been looking forward to this moment, and they're just glad to be here.
So you didn't get a chance to play Nanticoke this year. How did you prepare for this game?
Well, they played them when they were 10 years old. A lot of the same players are coming back. We didn't play them last year. We've watched them play a few games, and we've kind of been watching them as they go along.
So what is Mountaintop Little League all about? Are you guys a power hitting team, pitchers?
I like to think we're a good rounded team. We've had to fight back from a couple games this year, and so they had to have good defense and good offense both, and they've come through.
All right, good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's move on to Nanticoke coach Alan Brown. Tell me about your team. How would you characterize this team?
We're a team that focuses a lot on pitching and defense. We hit pretty well up and down our lineup all season so far, and we've got great pitching and defense, and that's why we're here.
And are the kids loose, or are they?
They're thrilled. Yeah. They're absolutely thrilled to be here. They've been looking forward to this since June 1st. When we told them they had made the team, they talked about this night for a month and a half already. So,
what would it mean to them to come out of tonight with a district championship?
It would mean a lot. They won 2 years ago when they were 10 and actually beat Mountaintop in the final, and that's all that they've been focused on the entire time. So,
should be a great one. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Okay, back to you guys.
Thank you, Aaron. So which team will it be that cements their name in history and win a District 16 championship? Will it be Mountaintop or will it be Nanticoke? Let's take a look at some of the past champions from District 16. Mountainback could be making another title for them for the fourth time in just 8 years. Nanticoke could be their 3rd title in that time period for their 2nd in 3 seasons. So there is a lot on the line as the past championships, who will put their name for tonight. Got some guys here from the Plains, Crestwood, Mountaintop. Who's going to win tonight? Obviously, they want Mountaintop. Calling tonight's game, Phil Shaner and Bob Bertoni. Let's go down to them for tonight's preview.
Game will be as much fun as the first game. District 16 championship. Mountaintop looking to repeat as champs. Back Mountain National was unable to do that. But their main guy as far as hitting is concerned is Ryan Petrosky. A lot of experience out of Ryan. He's their 4th hole hitter, and he's also their number 2 guy pitching.
Yeah, you come in here with a kid that has a lot of experience. Had a big game winner last year, hit the big RBI, let Mountaintop win the championship. So it's good to have a kid like that, like Ryan, leading your team.
He did a great job on the mound to win the semifinal matchup. And, of course, on the other side, it's Derek Cease, Nanticoke, their pitcher. really they feel good when he's on the mound.
Yeah, you know, if you had to pick the best all-around player, it might be Derek. He is a great pitcher. He has power, and he moves the ball around with some junk. But, you know, he's an unbelievable hitter and a base runner, and he comes in with a winning attitude. And the key here is both these teams, Phil, met 2 years ago in the 9-10 championship. Nanticoke squeaked it out by a run. So now it's come full circle. Here we are 2 years later, and these two teams are meeting again. So I think we should look for an exciting game.
2 years ago, Nanticoke actually ended up playing Mountaintop in total 5 times, and they won every time. Can they win tonight for a district title? We'll find out. The District 16 championship coming up. We'll be back with the play-by-play a little bit later on. Bob, back up to you.
Thank you, guys. Great insight. Good job in that first game. So there's a District 16 Major Little League Championship on the line, live from Pittston Township Little League. Will it be Mountaintop? Will it be Nanticoke? The game is on the way. Time to play ball. Game 2 of our doubleheader up next. Hey, there's Champ making an appearance here from the Rail Riders as we get you set for District 16 Little League Championship between Mountaintop and Nanticoke. Everyone loving to see him, even the kids, and hey, maybe we'll come up get a picture with me. Don't forget District 16 and 31 on social media right now. You can watch the game either on fox36.com or go to the website of District 1631. They're also on Facebook, PA District 16/31. On Twitter, you can follow the stats at PA District 1631. And YouTube, Bob and Phil maybe do a post-game show. You see some interviews, PA District 16-31 Little League. But go to the website, PADistrict16/31.com for all the information on tonight's game. So both teams are lining up. They're going to make introductions. Bob Bertoni and Phil Shaner will have the call, and we have some Little Leaguers right here, joining some beverages, all ready to go. And here now some of the past champions from District 16. Mountaintop looking to repeat. Nanticoke won it 2 years ago, so these two teams definitely have a history. Remember, they did not meet in pool play this year. Plains took it in 2013. But at Mountaintop and Nanticoke going back and forth. South Wilkes-Barre pulling out the title in 2012 and Hanover in 2009. Player introductions are going on. Mountaintop is on the field. Nanticoke now going to be introduced here from the Adams Complex at Pittston Township Little League.
Batting 6, playing second base, number 7, Kevin Surratt. Batting 7th, playing left field, number 10, Owen Brown. Batting 8th, catching number 2, Charlie Casey. Batting 9th, playing right field, number 18, Brian Keegan. Your utility specialist for Nanticoke, number 24, Colin McKevich. Number 38, Caleb Baczynski. Number 41, Aiden Everett. And number 52, Hayden Riggs. Your manager is Al Brown. Your coaches, Eric Spencer and Nick Matson. Hang on, Nanticoke area. Everyone, please remain standing and remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of the national anthem tonight, done by Abby Charneski.
See by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Nope. No pledge. Go.
And let's take a look at the starting lineups for Game 2 as the players are introduced. National anthem by Abby Charneski did a great job in Game 1, did a great job in Game 2. So take a look at the starting lineups for Mountaintop. Mountaintop, the defending District 16 champs, come in here and they have a pretty serious order there. The 2, 3, 4 hitters are tough, and then you get to Colin Williams, who can hit home runs. That's his thing. Williams, a home run hitter for this team that has had some interesting games. They had a close game against South Wilkes-Barre in the second game, and then Jenkins Township was a 6-1 win. But that is the lineup that Mountaintop will send tonight here against Nanticoke. And there is the pitcher. You talked about him in the open, Bob, and you like what Cease can give you.
Yes,
what kind of pitcher is he? He's a fastball pitcher and also has some breaking stuff as well.
Yeah, he's a smart pitcher. That's what he is. He moves the ball around really well. He'll set you up with the fastball and then come backside, backdoor breaking ball or a 12-6, and he's got some good juice. He throws in the low 70s, and he's just a tough kid. I never see him lose focus, never see him lose his cool.
Here's the Nanticoke defense, and this is one thing that Alan Brown talked about, how good his team is defensively. They feel if they get 5 runs, they can win games.
Yeah.
That's how good their pitching and their defense is. And you look at Sora at second, Spencer at short. Very tough. Madsen at center field is an excellent center fielder. Any balls in the outfield, he tracks down.
Yeah, Piszczak too on first base. He cleans up a lot of things out there. But like you said, defensively, they're very strong. They suffered a little injury with Trevor Kuchek, who was their starting second baseman, and moved Sora from center to second base. But they really didn't miss a beat by that, although, Trevor's a great kid. Sorry to see him get injured. But the rest of the team will rally around that and hopefully give us a pretty good ball game.
Yeah, broken foot over the July 4th holiday for Kuchek and got injured, and they had to move that lineup around. But that was one thing that Coach Brown talked about, is how well they responded after that injury.
Yep.
And then Mountaintop is an interesting team. They were in one of those games in the second game in pool play that went 8 innings. They had an early lead against South Wilkes-Barre, but South Wilkes-Barre mounted a comeback in the 6th inning. It ended up going 8 innings, and Mountaintop won that game 7-6. That was an interesting game, and again against Jenkins Township was a tough game for them as well.
Yep.
And they took care of Plains with a big 10 unanswered runs by when it was a tight game for a while until the third inning, and then Mountaintop broke it open in the semifinals.
Yeah, they had a little bit of tougher road to hoe, and they played a tough Plains team, and it took a while before they broke it open, but they got the job done, and that's how they got here.
So Colin Wills will lead it off for Mountaintop. Colin Willis. Willis batting 300. Wills, yep, batting 300, 6 hits. He's walked 7 times, so a good leadoff hitter, knows to get on base.
Tough kid, tough out.
See what Cease delivers here. His first pitch of the game, and the District 16 championship is underway with a called strike.
And that's what you're going to see out of Derek. He likes to work ahead so he could set up the hitters.
Mountaintop to defending District 16 champs. Willis swings and gets a little bit on the ball in the bat, fouls it back. Terry Klein's the manager of Mountaintop. He's been a manager in around Little League Baseball for over 40 years.
Oh yeah, Terry's one of the wise old men from Little League in the District 16 era.
Coached in California for a while, Little League Baseball, and he's been around for a long time. Called third strike, good start for Cease, gets the strikeout in the first out of the game.
Yeah, like we said, you know, he came in and then struck him out. You'll see it here with the outside fastball right there, right on the corner. Pat Partilla behind the plate, one of our veterans. He gives that corner.
Adam Lukowski, the pitcher tonight, batting second for Mountaintop, steps in. He plays with a lot of the Nanticoke players.
Yes.
They're very familiar with him.
Well, his parents are Nanticoke born, and he's arguably their best player.
Lukowski will get the start pitching tonight. He's their #1 pitcher. His fastballs and curves, but right now he's trying to get things going offensively. His second batter of this District 16 championship. Called strike. It's the first time I got to see Cease in this tournament. I'm impressed already.
Yeah, he has got a lot of stuff. And I'll tell you what, it's not the size of the dog, it's the size of the fight in the dog, right? Is that how it goes?
Absolutely. Adam's nickname is Litch. Goes the Crestwood. Has a younger brother. His favorite player is Chase Utley. Pitch on the corner for a strike. Cease has great control around that strike zone.
Big pitch here though, 3-2.
3-2 pitch, 1 out, just underway. District 16 championship from Pittston Township tonight. Phil Shaner, Bob Bertoni, District 16 31 administrator. Bob Ide and Aaron Dugan, the Fox 56 Sports Show, with us as well on my TV, WQMY. First game went to West Pittston, the new District 31 champs. They knocked off the defending champs, Back Mountain National, 7-5. Oh, just missed. Ball 4.
Yeah, that seemed to be a little low and outside. Flirting with that corner. Just a little bit too outside.
Kreitzer comes to the plate now for Mountaintop.
Nick.
In for a strike.
Great second game crowd. Really excited about today. Really happy with the results, with the fans. I hope everybody's enjoying it at home as well.
Kreitzer gets this one and fouls it back. He's batting .444. Has 8 hits in the tournament, 18 at bats. 9 players back from last year's district championship team. So this is a veteran group from Mountaintop. Hits this one foul and out of play.
0-2 and 2 fastballs. He's setting them up for that nasty curveball. I'd be looking for it here, Phil.
I talked to Coach Klein. He said he'd love to get an early lead on this Nanticoke team. Whoa. Pretty nasty breaking ball there, and the runner advances down to second.
Yeah, like I said, that's his money pitch. He likes to throw that 0-2. Don't be surprised if he comes back with it. You'll see it there, just a little bit short.
1-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and another strikeout for Cease, his second of the inning, and 2 outs. Now here comes Ryan Petrosky. We talked about him in the open, batting .526. He has a home run.
Yeah, I got to believe he's not going to give Ryan anything to hit here.
Ryan had the 19 home runs in the regular season in Mountaintop Little League. but only one so far in district play. Outside for a ball. 2 outs, top of the first. Runner at second for the defending District 16 champs, Mountaintop.
Like I said, I'd be surprised if they give him a pitch to hit here with a base open.
Ryan Petrosky in. Little chopper to second, not fielded cleanly. And Petrosky's aboard, runners on the corners with 2 outs here at the top of the first for Mountaintop.
Tough play, high hard, chopper. Great job by Seward just to keep it inside the infield. Here you'll see it really high, charged in on it, knocked it down. But that's a tough play there, especially with the speed of the batter. First and third now with 2 outs.
Soar moved from the outfield to second base with that injury you talked about earlier, Bob.
Yes.
Now Colin Williams, he's the guy that can hit the long ball. 4 home runs. He had 2 home runs in the tournament against Pittston City. And coach says he has the best attitude on the team. Very positive. Swing and a miss there. Runners on first and third. Yeah, Cease says, I am very impressed with Cease.
Look for that curveball away. No, he's coming in. He went at him.
And got him. Struck him out. 3 strikeouts for Cease. Mountaintop leaves 2 runners on through a half an inning. Time for Nanticoke to take to the plate. It's the District 16 championship. Mountaintop and Nanticoke on MyTV WQMY. Welcome back to Pittston Township for Game 2, District 16 championship, and take a look at the Nanticoke lineup. Derek Cease will lead things off, and Spencer and Nick Madsen. He's really has had a nice tournament, Bob. It was a serious bat for Nanticoke. P-Stack, the cleanup hitter, and you see the rest of the lineup for Nanticoke. Again, they're hitting. They've been 8 home runs. It's 4 home runs between 2 batters, so they've had a good chance at some home run balls the last couple of games. They had no problem in the first 2 games of this tournament. Then they had a tough game against Plains, 5-1, and an interesting game in the semifinals against Pittston Township, a game you were at, that they won 5-1.
Yeah, 1 through 13, they can hit the ball. You know, Derek will be their leadoff hitter. He makes them go. Madsen shows a lot of power in that 3-hole. So yeah, 1 through 9, they're going to be really tough.
Take a look at the Mountaintop defense. You saw Skoski, the pitcher, who's their ace pitcher, and Stoltz is a great catcher. He's been catching on the All-Stars for 3 years, and Williams is solid first baseman. Coach raved about his play at first. Coach Klein said he's one of the best first basemen in District 16. Antosh is also a pretty good third baseman too. Good at the corners, good outfielders. Much like Nanticoke, they are very solid defensively. I think these 2 teams are a little bit of a mirror image of each other.
Yes, you know, Mountaintop is fun to watch. They score runs, they play good defense. And here's the other thing you have to remember too, Lichkuski's Adam is a heck of a pitcher. So, you know, Nanticoke, I'm not sure if they faced anybody as good as Adam so far, but you know, time will tell and see what happens here. I'm anticipating just a carbon copy of Game 1, Phil.
Derek Cease, starting pitcher, will lead off for Nanticoke. Bottom of the first inning, no score, District 16 championship. Ball is popped up and out of play.
And see, Lichkuski, that's what he wants to do. Chase his pitches. He wants to try and have them go after some pitches out of the zone. Nanticoke has to have discipline at the plate, and they got to swing at strikes.
Cease with 8 hits, 4 home runs, 9 RBIs in the tournament. High pitch there, swung on and missed.
Well, it started high, but it's a 12-6 curveball, broke down right over the plate. It's a heck of a pitch, and we use nasty. That's nasty.
If he has that all night, he's going to be in good shape if he can consistently throw that pitch. 0-2 pitch, high and inside. Cease had a duck under it.
Mountaintop wants to set the tone early, get this first out.
Adam has some experience and confidence on that hill as the Mountaintop pitcher. Cease pops this one up. It's tracked down and dropped by the second baseman as he took about 7 steps out into the right field line. Maybe I should maybe let the right fielder come in and handle that one, but
Well,
the infielders always have right away, and
Yep.
he thought he could grab it.
Looks like he lost it a little bit in the lights. You know, the lights at the behind the third base dugout. Let's take a look at it. That was sky high. That's one of the tougher plays. I know we see a kid drop it, but you can see it right there. He looks like he's fighting the lights a little bit. Makes a move a little bit too late.
Absolutely, was trying to, looks like he did have it when he first broke, and
Yep.
and had some trouble looking up in the lights as
Yep.
now the lights are playing a role as sun has set. It's going to get dark here in Pittston Township.
Justin Spencer, tough hitter. The assistant coach's kid. He can put the ball in play. Key is we want to get that runner. For Nanticoke, they want to get that runner to third base. And for Mountaintop, they want to get an out here. We need to get an out, and hopefully Lichkuski can settle down and get one for them.
Spencer with 3 hits, a couple of RBIs, and a swing and a miss on that one.
Especially with a pitch like that.
Here you take a look at the Nanticoke bench, getting ready, watching this one. Cheering on Justin Spencer, who's in with no outs and a runner at second. Pitch is outside and high. No outs. Nanticoke with a runner at second. 3 balls and a strike. To Justin Spencer. Fouls it back towards the Nanticoke dugout.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Ethan, behind the plate, looks really, really steady. Strong catcher from Mountaintop. It's always awesome when you have a reliable guy behind the dish.
He's been behind there for 3 years with this all-star group. As long as this group has been together, he's been the catcher.
Yep.
3-2. Ground to the shortstop. Throw and play over to first. Nice play and the out at first, but the runner advances to third in scoring position with 1 out here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, slow ground ball to the shortstop. He comes up and makes a really nice play to get that first out.
Petrosky.
Yeah, I thought for a second he might go to third because Cease ran right across it, but decided to get the sure one.
Petrosky, the shortstop, makes that out. The throw over to first. Cease wants to come home and help his own cause and get a run across. Nick Madsen has been having a great tournament. Madsen with 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, Bob.
Yes.
He's had some key hits.
Yeah, he's a tough out in that 3-hole. Another kid, though, shows a lot of emotion on his sleeve. Him and Ty are good friends and a lot like each other.
High pitch that broke down as you described it before. It looks like it's going to be high, but that thing breaks down into the strike zone. That is a pretty tough pitch to hit.
Adam's tough. Adam is tough.
Madsen hit 2 home runs, including a grand slam and a 14-1 win over Duryea in this tournament. And he also pitched that night. He had 8 strikeouts. Back to the pitcher, throw over to first. There's an out play at the plate, high throw. And a run is across, and Nanticoke is on the board as C scores from first after the put out at first.
Yeah, fundamentals right there. Waited for the throw, took off. Derek's pretty quick, scored easily, didn't have to even slide. Nanticoke gets on the board. Let's take a look at it. Looks, waited, see how he hesitated, waited for the throw, and then he took off. Kid that runs like that, you're not going to get him out.
Of course, Cease came in from third on the throw to first. Colin Pistrak comes up, and he's another tough hitter.
Yeah, really good. Excellent first baseman, though, too. Something about Colin. Colin played the whole tournament with a terrible poison ivy behind his right leg, and he could barely run. He couldn't bend his knee.
Pistrak with 4 hits, 2 RBIs in the tournament.
Needs to stay out of the woods, though.
You don't want to have poison ivy. Not when you're trying to hit a baseball. Adam takes his time, and here's the pitch. High, and it's hit to second and caught. Mountaintop is out of the inning, but Nanticoke gets the damage done. Cease comes in to score to help his own cause. He'll head out to the mound now. And And Nanticoke takes a 1-0 lead in our District 16 Little League Championship from Pittston Township. We'll be right back.
Full-service law firm Elliott Greenleaf and Dean want to wish Mountaintop good luck and say we'll see you in sectionals. And also, hey fans, Frontier Communications is your local provider for internet, TV, and phone service for your home or business. Do you need a new phone system? Frontier has that tool. Call 1-800-FRONTIER to learn more.
And we welcome a special guest to our broadcast booth, Russ Kanzler. Good to have Russ, but first we want to go up on the hill to Aaron Dugan with a special guest and one of our parents. Aaron?
That's right, Phil. I have a special guest with us now. This is Laura Cease. Her son Derek started on the mound for Nanticoke. How exciting is that for you as a parent?
That is very exciting for me. It's something that game he loves playing it, he enjoys it, and I'm just happy for him.
A very talented group this year. How much fun has it been seeing all their success on the field?
It's been awesome. These kids worked together when they were 9, 10-year-olds, and now they're back up again as 11, 12-year-olds. They're doing awesome. Great bunch of kids.
So now's your time. You're the mom. Tell us any rituals, anything weird he does before every game?
He likes to sway back and forth when the national anthem is playing.
It's not too bad.
Yeah. Could be worse.
And this is little brother here?
This is Benjamin, his brother.
You want to say anything? Go big bro.
My brother's going to win. I hope he does.
Aw. Well, thanks for stopping to chat, guys. Good luck.
Thanks.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Aaron. Good to hear from Cease's mom up there, and she's excited for this, and so is his little brother. Ethan Stoltz steps in and fouls a pitch back. As I mentioned before, Russ Kanzler joins us now. He talked to Bob Ide earlier from the Rail Riders, and of course, former International League MVP player, played at Hazleton, played his Little League days in Hazleton, and I first met Russ after a Hazleton game when he got pied in the face after I did an interview with him with his teammates. Way back when in the Hazleton High School days.
That's a great memory.
Oh, it was. It was. They also got me a little bit that
I
day.
believe so, yeah.
You must have did something well if you got a pie in the face, right?
We won some big game, something like that.
Won a big game. But, Russ, this has to be fun to see this baseball at this kind of level, and that pop-up right there is caught right to the fence. You mentioned the first baseman and how good he was.
Yes.
Well, there's a perfect example coming up with a huge play, not giving up on it, and Pistrak comes down and makes the catch right against the fence. But they're going to talk about exactly ruling here with the umpires, and this is where you come into play.
Yeah, they want to see if he went out of play. If he went out of play, and it looks like he did. So it ends up being a strike foul ball. It looks like Colin went out of the field of play. So therefore it's not an out.
Isn't the fence out of play? No. There's the pitch. Stoltz. Little League memories for you, Russ. It's when it all started, right? When it was all just
Who'd you play for?
Valley West. Valley West.
Oh, yeah, in drums, right?
That's
Cunningham?
right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so cool, man. To see this and see the crowd coming out like this, supporting their local teams. This is where it all started for me. This is where, those early dreams of wanting to be a major leaguer started on this field right here. And the talent level has impressed me so much.
That's what I was going to ask you. What do you think about these kids?
Oh my gosh, man. It really has impressed me. I mean, watching the first game and seeing the way the guys are hitting the baseball, knocking them out of the park left and right. You're looking at the pitchers and their deliveries and the defenders being ready at their positions. Everyone's backing bases up. It's very impressive to see. And I'm telling you, this area is becoming a baseball area. It really is. This small pocket of northeastern Pennsylvania, we're producing a lot of talent, and you're seeing it starting at this level. Yeah,
you talk about a lot of local talent, right away from Mountaintop. Matt Wotherspoon comes into play. Look at the success. I'm so proud of him. I'm a personal friend of Matt, and I'm really proud of what he's done. And I'll tell you, before the year's out, I'm sure we're going to see him up in where in the Bronx or wherever the Yankees play. I'm a Phillies fan.
Yeah, you know what though, you're right, and I know Matt, and Matt's a great kid. I mean, that's the best thing about Matt. Obviously, the hard work speaks for itself, and the numbers that he's put up, but he represents our area well, and I think we've been very fortunate over the last several years with the guys that have continued on in professional baseball, whether it's Division I baseball. They do a great job of representing our area, and the more guys that are like that, the more the schools and the scouts are going to come back and want to take a look at our kids. We've had great guys to represent the area.
Burkowski reached the chopper to third, so he is a one-out base runner. Rantosh stepping in now for Mountain Top, trailing 1-0. Russ Kanzler joining us, former International League MVP, now working with the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. Russ played Major League Baseball.
You know, you talk about some of that local talent too, Russ. You look at Hazleton area and what they have up there with the
Biazzi brothers, yeah.
Biazzi brothers, who are just phenomenal throwers and great players. And
well, a good example of him is, you know, Dante, the younger one. Sal's at Penn State right now, and he'll probably get to professional baseball if he keeps doing what he's doing at the collegiate level. But Sal just had Tommy John surgery, and he's walking around in a big cast with his elbow all tied up, and the Cubs still threw you know, a lot of money at him. That's how good he was, you know, before he got hurt. So I know he's ready to continue playing professionally, and that's crazy, really, when you think about it. The amount of baseball that's played, that we're allowed to play, being a cold weather state, and you're seeing the amount of talent that's coming out is really cool to see.
What do you attribute that to? Why do you think that's happening?
Well, you know, I always said that we had the kind of athletes. We always had the very raw talent, and some of the guys that I played with in professional baseball that were from the northeastern state, blue-collar guys, worked hard. You know, I think we still have that mentality here. I think there's a little more baseball being played. There's better instruction coming around. There's, you know, the travel ball aspect, which in whole I'm not crazy about, but I think it's good that these kids are playing a little more baseball than they're used to.
Josh Kohler is in now with 2 outs and a runner at first for Mountain Top, with Nanticoke a 1-0 lead here in the 2nd inning. And Cease with a big strikeout. Cease is on it tonight. It's out of the inning. Nanticoke coming to the plate with a 1-0 lead here in the District 16 Championship. We'll have more with Russ Kanzler coming up on MyTV WQMY, the District 16 Little League Championship.
Mountain Top Area Little League would like to wish our 12-year-old All-Stars the best of luck in their quest for a District 16 championship tonight. Good luck from Mountain Top Little League. And also, Mountain Top dentist Dr. Lisa Dean wishes the Mountain Top All-Stars good luck in their big game. And keep smiling, and go Matty!
District 16 Championship, Phil Shaner, Bob Bertoni, Aaron Dugan, and Bob Ide with us, and our special guest in our broadcast booth, Russ Kanzler, former International League MVP, now with the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders in the front office, which has to be a new kind of experience for you, Russ, getting out in the community and just spreading the word of baseball and the message of the Rail Riders.
Yeah, this is great. Listen, I spoke about it earlier with Bob. I have a soft spot for the Rail Riders organization. I mean, this was the first place that I got to see a professional baseball game when I was a kid, when it was the Red Barons. And, you know, and I went home and tried to emulate the things that I saw on the field, and started having some guys that I really looked up to. I remember seeing Chipper Jones play there when it was the Richmond Braves, and I went home and I tried to do everything he did that I saw on the field that night. So I do have a soft spot for that organization. So, you know, my goal is to try to keep the doors open to getting as many youth baseball players up there, because we have a great group of guys up there right now. Oh my gosh, man, we have guys that are going to be potential Major League All-Stars, guys that are going to be in the game for a long time. You know, you think about a guy like Aaron Judge, man, a huge talent. That ball smoked, huh?
Ejinski there with a big base hit to center field. He got all of that one. He was on it right away. He wasn't going to take a pitch.
No.
He saw something he liked, and he roped it to base hit. Here's the look in the replay to center field.
Yeah, that's a smoke. He got a fastball right across the heart of the plate, and he went with it, and he ripped it up the hole. So look for them to try and move some runners here with Sora. Great situation bunter here.
Soar went from the outfield to second base after that injury and pops this one up. To center field, and that has a chance, and it is out of here. Two-run shot by Sora. That's 195 out to center field, Russ. And
that
about
carried well.
An 8-foot fence, and Sora with a 2-run home run for Nanticoke, and now a 3-0 lead.
Boy, the ball is flying out of the park, and that was a high fastball, and he looked like a lumberjack on that.
That's right, he did. From back here, we thought it was a routine fly ball, but he got the sweet spot on it. You know what? You love to see these guys coming in here and being aggressive, swinging the bats. You love to see young players take a look at the swing right there. High fastball, gets on top of it just enough, creates that backspin. See you later, center field. That's a good poke right there.
And that's 8-foot fence. He needed that height to get over that 8-foot fence. Wow.
Hugs in the dugout there for Sora, his first home run in district playoffs.
That's one he'll remember.
That was a big one there. And I'll tell you what, this is not what Mountaintop manager Terry Klein wanted. He's out there talking to his group, and this is not the kind of start that they wanted at all.
But you know what? They got the players to come back. This game is real early. It's only the bottom of the second, so they just need to. Litch needs to, take a couple deep breaths. He's a great player. He'll rebound.
That's the great thing about Little League baseball too. If you're a Mountaintop fan, you're never out of it, man. You're never out in this game. A lot of crazy things can happen.
Owen Brown in now for Nanticoke, trying to continue the hitting, and 3 consecutive hits in this second inning for this Nanticoke lineup, who is. We're talking about their 5, 6, 7 hitters all coming up with big hits in the second inning.
Talk about Owen Brown. Here it is, another little inside out swing for a little lefty. Plunks it into left field. Here's a kid that came in with a little bit of a slump, and good to see him get off and lead it off with a base hit for himself.
Charlie Casey in now, chopper to second, over to second base for the out there, and almost a double play, but good speed by Casey getting down to first to make sure there wasn't a double, but the force out at second for the first out of the inning.
It's a good transfer here by the second baseman, making sure you're getting that first out. It made it a lot closer too than we thought, getting that double play.
Yes, sir. Yes, he did. I'll tell you what, let's talk about Brian Keegan for a second. Here's a kid he's the kid that came off the bench when Trevor Kruchek got hurt, comes in. He's had 3 at-bats I've seen, Phil. A 2-run homer, a solo shot, and a double.
He had a home run in the Duryea game, too, and he's very fast. One of the fastest players in the district. Keegan can move when he gets on the bases. He's done a great job since coming into the starting lineup. Ball gets away from the catcher and advance the runner down the second. So Nanticoke trying to do some damage. Already 2 runs across with that 2-run home run by Soar, and now a runner at second base with 1 out and a 3-0 lead in the second inning. Litch doesn't like the pitch, changes his mind, and here comes pitch from Litch and a high heater for the strike.
And I'm not sure that's a pitch I'm going to hack at. 2-0, Russ.
No, I'm probably not. You're looking for something a little down in the zone, but you love the aggressive approach to this Nanticoke hitters so far. I think they swung out of four first pitches in a row there. I always tell hitters when they're young guys, I say, look, if you're going to make a mistake, make an aggressive mistake out there. Get your hacks in. You're going to learn a lot about yourself as a hitter if you're up there taking swings. You'll learn what pitches you can handle, but you got to take a chance.
3-1 count. Misses and a walk. Runners on first and second now with 1 out for Nanticoke.
And they turned over the lineup now. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Derek Cease comes to the plate. Good opportunity. And we got another timeout by the manager.
Might have a pitching change. He may go to Ryan Petrosky, who pitched last game, did very well in the semifinals and got the win over Plains. So he might make that change and go Petrosky from short to pitch.
Yep. Russ, gives us an opportunity to talk about the Rail Riders and their community involvement. I'm so proud to have them in our community because I've never seen an organization who does so much for our youth in our area. You look at our opening days in Little League in District 16 and 31, half the time someone from the Rail Riders is there. Yeah. Look at the Field of Dreams that they provide. Look at the sponsorships that they provide. Look at their attendance here tonight. That's why I always promote the Rail Riders because they are 100% committed to our community.
Absolutely.
And that should be something that they should be really proud of. And, I work closely with Alyssa, who does an unbelievable job. And we send a ton of kids up there for games and championship nights and our regional tournament. We have all our teams up there because they support us 100%.
Yeah, and you guys support us, honestly. I mean, we want to have our finger on the pulse of youth baseball in this area because if it wasn't for the kids who love the game and are telling mom and dad, hey, I want to go out there and see a Rail Riders game, we wouldn't be as successful as we are. So, we're very grateful to the opportunities that are presented to us through the youth baseball organizations in this area, and we want to continue to have those relationships. And just like I spoke on earlier, getting kids to the ballpark is so important, especially these kids that have those dreams of wanting to be a baseball player, wanting to play at the next level, to go see the game played at a high level, and with the Yankees, nonetheless.
Yes.
The most storied franchise in all of sports history right in our backyard is an awesome opportunity.
Lichkowski leaves with 25 pitches, and in to replace him, Ryan Petrosky. Petrosky struck out 8 of his first 10 batters he faced in the semifinal win over Plains on Thursday night. Faces Cease.
Jesus, I just flinched.
That one came right back.
First time I flinched in 30 years, Phil.
We're located right behind home plate. Is our broadcast booth, basically catcher level. So that one was high and was right at your head.
I hate when I flinch. Jesus.
Runners at second and third, now in scoring position for Nanticoke with 1 out. Cease gets his bat on that ball and fouls it back again against the backstop.
Well,
right on it. You know,
you're nicely through the zone.
Yeah, when you're fouling them off straight back, you're right on it. Just a hair underneath it. Your timing's good. Keep those hands through the ball. That a boy.
You know what? Here's a prime example too. That size really doesn't matter. Russ.
No.
Pitch outside, gets away from Stolze, but great job as the veteran catcher tracks it down at the backstop and really saved a run there.
Boy, Phil, I'll tell you what, that catcher, he hustles. He just saved a run right there.
Absolutely.
Just by hustling.
Got a little help from the kick from the backstop, but he was right on it. Got right up and got the location of that ball and was able to prevent a run from coming in. Ball's hit in the air in foul territory and uncatchable down there, down the line.
Did you just notice what the runner on third base did?
Went back to tag.
And put his head down and was waiting to listen to his coach.
That's one thing that Nanticoke's coach, Alan Brown, said, that the baseball IQ for this Nanticoke team is very, very high. From basically every position, everybody on the team, the baseball IQ is extremely high. A lot of these players, Russ, have listed Mike Trout as one of their favorite players, and he's a perfect example of an East Coast guy, one of the best players in baseball, coming from New Jersey.
Absolutely. No, that's a great example. It's a great guy to look up to, the way he plays the game, how hard he plays the game, putting himself out there every night.
Boy, if you appreciate baseball, this at bat between the pitcher and the hitter is amazing. You know, fouling off good swings, great mechanics by both Ryan and Derek.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good battle.
3-2 pitch high, and Cease gets a walk, and the bases are now loaded with 1 out. 2 runs already across here in the second for Nanticoke on the 2-run homer by Sura. They're trying to add to that. Bases full with 1 out.
This is a big out here. They want to try and limit the damage. I got to believe they're going to come up with the infield down 3. They're going to look to turn 2. Going to come home quick and try and double up somewhere.
Infield is in, as you mentioned, Bob, for Justin Spencer, who swings and misses. Again, Petrosky in relief.
You know, as a hitter here, you just have to try and relax. It's a big situation. You just want to relax and do everything you can to get the barrel to the ball. Something good's going to happen.
Ball bounces off the plate. The runs don't advance.
Yeah, catcher. He's a catcher, so you know wheels aren't as good as a center fielder would be there on third base. So
no, didn't want to risk it there at third. Coach Brown held him there. Good choice with the bases loaded and only 1 out. 1-1 to Justin Spencer. It's high for a ball.
You know, and the same thing goes for a pitcher too in this situation. You know, you got to trust your stuff. Let your defense play for you. You get in trouble when you try to blow these guys away. And this guy looks like he's throwing pretty hard, but still just trying to focus on working down in the zone, Get off of his barrel, let your defense make a play.
Petrosky had the walk-off 3-run homer to capture the District 16 title last year for Mountaintop. And that ball is misplayed out in left field. Another run comes in to score. I think 3 runs come across. Basically clear the bases.
Well hit ball. Well hit ball by Justin Spencer. Hit it right on the screws. Hit it hard through the hole. Let's take a look at it. He got a fastball down the middle and he roped it. And the left fielder had problems fielding the ball. Goes all the way to the wall, clears the bases, and gives Nanticoke his 6-run lead here early in the second.
Wow, 3 runs come across on Spencer's hit past the shortstop in the left field. Spencer is going to move down the third, 60 feet away from adding another run. Mountaintop's going to take time out. He's calling all of his infield in, and he's going to have a talk with his players. Things aren't going well right now for Mountaintop.
You know, we talked about the players and everything, but how about this field and this facility at Pittston Township?
Oh, this is beautiful. This is the first time I've been to this park, and to see the amount of people that have showed up here. You see tents up, balloons, pictures of the players. I mean, this is awesome, man. This is just good old-fashioned American baseball right here.
Crowd is awesome, and you know what? We're so happy that we have the community support and the sponsorship to do this. We have people like Rick Cornfield and the Woodlands, who's a great sponsor of ours. Luzerne County Community College, what a great asset for our community. McCarthy Tire, the Rail Riders, but most importantly to Pizza Bella. They have been an unbelievable friend to Little League Baseball. Danny and Pat from all the Pizza Bella stores just allow us the opportunity to showcase our young talent.
Yeah, this is great. Think about the kids too. I mean, this is they'll be DVRing this tonight and watching it for the next couple of years.
Right.
Matson hits it to short. Throw over to first. Gets away from the first baseman. Another runs across. Nanticoke now with a 7-0 lead with a big second inning. 6-run inning for Nanticoke, and they lead 7-0.
Showing some wheels down the line right there.
I said that fundamentally, I mean, this Nanticoke team is just loaded with players.
P-Stack steps in now. Colin ready to go. Try to add to the lead. It's this one to the first base. Ball gets by the first baseman, takes a bad hop. The runner's going to advance to third. That's talking about heads-up base running. They're very aggressive running the bases as well. Very easily could have stopped at second, but he knew to keep on running and advance to third on that.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours. Let's take a look at this. This has a on it. It rolls away from the first baseman. It looks like a line drive in the book, but just some bad luck for Mountaintop. And when it rains, Russ, in this sport, it pours, right?
Does. Well, we always say, too, hitting is contagious.
Yes.
If you're finding a way to put a bat on the ball, something good might happen.
Right.
If you're Mountaintop here, you got to find a way to just get an out. You don't want to give away any more extra outs. There's, like we spoke of, still a lot of game left.
Right.
You go up there, somebody leads off with a big smash for you, and then you can get your momentum back.
Jinsky in now, swings and misses. Jinsky. Runner runs from first to second. So you have runners now at second and third. There's still only 1 out in the inning and 6 runs across for Nanticoke in this second inning. Trying to add to more. Ryan Petrosky in, trying to stop the bleeding. Swing and a miss there for a strike. Ahead of the batter with a 0-2 count.
You know what else is great about this game, Russ? I get to work with a pro like Phil.
I know, isn't that great?
He's one of the best. I'm not saying he's my friend.
Nick Madsen scores and another run. Make it 7 runs now here in the inning. Ball gets away from Schultz. He couldn't get it in time to Petrosky.
Let's take a look at it. It was a low fastball. Got away from the catcher. A lot of hustle. Nick slides safely. Pat right there to make the call. And like you said, Russ, Mountaintop has to find a way to get an out here.
You just want to stop the bleeding here.
Stop the bleeding.
You got 1 out. This is a big at bat right here.
Brian Keegan in now for Nanticoke.
They hack, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they don't take first pitch. They're looking to hit.
Yeah.
They're not looking up there to walk. They're not up there to watch balls. They're up there to
force the
aggressive.
defense to get you out. Force the defense to make a play. That's the key at this level.
Runner on third, 1 out. 7 runs across in this inning, and that one gets away and thrown to the backstop over the catcher's head, but the runner stays at third. Again, it was all sparked by Sora's 2-run home run, but then after that, the wheels have come off for Mountaintop.
A lot of game, though. Never over.
Trosky's pitch.
Oh, boy.
Play at the plate. Out at home on the tag.
little scary there with the bat lane at home plate.
Yeah, there was. Puchinski came in, got tagged out at third, and then, of course, the drop ball and the strikeout, you get the runner down to first. Take a look at it here.
Good heads up, too, by the batter, taking off, Khalid taking off. And I'll tell you what, he almost missed him there. That was almost a pretty play.
Kind of like a sidekick by Petrosky when he had a Puchinski jumped.
Sura now comes up.
Yep, Sura had got it capped off in this inning with the 2-run homer, and he's batting again. They've batted around here for Nanticoke. Sura with his first homer of the All-Star tournament.
Let's talk about the bats for a second.
Sure.
You know, when you get to that upper level, it's a lot more wood.
Yeah.
But big advantage with these bats in Little League and college, aren't they?
Yeah, I think there is now. You see the way the balls are jumping off the bat.
Yeah.
I think it's important too for the young kids to try and hit with wood. You know, it's a different type of swing. Your hands have to be close to your body. You have to find that barrel. You get instant feedback with a wooden bat. If you're off the barrel, you're going to know right away. You might be able to get away with that with some of these composite bats.
I think it was pretty amazing, Russ, when you talk about professional baseball in our area. Not only were you playing professional baseball, you were playing for a guy from Hazleton with Joe Madden. I mean, that's insane.
Yeah, that was a really cool experience. Of all the places that I ended up with was making my debut with Joe and the Rays, and I was fortunate enough to be a part of that really historic night of baseball in 2011 when we turned it around on the Red Sox and pandemonium broke loose, it seemed like, for about 10 minutes in baseball. Yep. That was a really, really cool experience.
Joe Madden doing very well with the Cubs. Got him with a strikeout, but a lot of damage done. Petrosky gets the strikeout to end the inning, but a big inning for Nanticoke. They put 7 runs on the board and have an 8-0 lead. We're going to the third. Mountaintop, they know they got to get their bats going in the District 16 Little League Championship on My Network TV, WQMY.
The Nanticoke Career Firefighters would like to wish the Nanticoke Area Little League All-Stars the best of luck in the district championship game. The Nanticoke Career Firefighters have been proudly serving the Nanticoke community since 1978. I think Aaron has a special guest.
Yep, Ryan Petrosky's mom, of course, two-time All-American player at Bloomsburg and 2,000-point scorer at Myers. Let's hear from her, Aaron.
That's right, here with Kim Petrosky, the mother of Ryan, a very special group. Now, definitely not the start they wanted to get off to, but you know these guys well. What do they have to do to get the bats going?
They need to take a breath and see good pitches and hit some gaps and hit some green and get it started.
As a former fantastic player yourself, I'm sure there's got to be some tips that you gave to him.
I told him have fun.
Have fun.
Yep, we talk maybe prior to the game, but on game day, have fun.
Now, is he all eat, sleep, breathe baseball, or does he have other interests?
He eats, sleeps, breathes, all of it, basketball. And enjoys baseball very much.
There's some guys behind us enjoying this game very much. We'll let them get on for a minute. And Kim, thank you so much. Say hi, guys.
There's some future Little Leaguers that may play in this major championship game one night. Mountaintop has some work to do, down 8-0 here in the third. I've been very impressed with Derek Cease. He's a solid pitcher.
Yep, no doubt about it.
I think pitch count wise, he's pretty good now. He's
well, he comes from great stock. You know, his grandpa is pretty knowledgeable. Mr. Jim Cease happens to be a neighbor of mine, by the way. And he comes from great stock, and he works hard. He plays a lot of travel, and he does all the things right.
Wills hits it back to Cease, and he'll throw it over to first for the first out of the inning.
I really like his delivery. Seems like he's got a little Jake Arrieta in there. He starts out of the stretch and then takes that step back, almost like a hybrid windup.
Right.
Good two-seam on that ball we saw from back here.
Yep.
Adam Lukoczki comes in now. Adam was the starting pitcher. He was chased after giving up that home run to Sura. See if he can get it going here with his bat. Interesting front foot there on his stance, Russ.
I didn't see it.
We'll have to check it out here.
Adam's a Phillies fan.
Okay.
So
check out his front foot
yeah.
there.
Maybe he's doing a little Odubel Herrera. I think that's the Odubel Herrera there for the Phillies. Front foot turned in. Oh, look at that.
Wow, stays fair. How about that?
That's good living right there.
P-Stack let it go. Was hoping it was going to go foul, and there you get a break.
And that's a great read, too, by the first baseman. That, you got to let that ball go. I think everyone in the stadium was betting that was going to roll foul.
Yeah, you see it here, a little backspin. That's like my chip shot, a little balata ball. Lands right on the chalk line. Looks like a line drive in the book, and he's on first with a single.
Mountaintop will take it.
Hey,
one out base runner.
That could be the break. They need it. You never know. Snap throw down the first. Kuchkuski slides back in. If you're Nanticoke, it's all about getting outs now, right, Russ?
That's right. That's right. No free ones. One at a time, getting the lead runner.
Nicholas Kreitzer in now. Came in batting .444. Yeah, they can't get it all back at one time, so they just got to chip away.
That's right.
Try to get some momentum going, and hits seem to build on each other, don't they, Russ? Once one guy gets a hit,
It's
starts to
contagious,
get
man. It's contagious.
Yep, absolutely.
You get that little bit of momentum, you get a lucky break here or there, and guys are racing up to the batter's box.
One gets away from Cease high and over the head. 2-2 count, one out. Base runner on first. Mountaintop in need of some runs, down 8-0. Just missed. Full count.
This is what you want to stay away from, too, if you're Nanticoke. You want to stay away from these full count, long at bats, keep that pitch count low.
No freebies.
Now Mountaintop's got some momentum. After the walk, runners on first and second with one out. For their big hitter, Ryan Petrosky.
Yeah, one swing of the bat and things get a little interesting.
Yeah, he has the power to do it. He had 19 regular season home runs in Mountaintop League. Only one so far in the All-Star play, but he has the power to do it.
And it looks like the Cease's mentality is to stay in and on his hands. He doesn't want to let him extend. You notice his last time at bat, he struck him out on an inside fastball, so it looks like he's staying in on him.
Fouls that one back. Petrosky at 5'9". We heard from his mother talking to Aaron. I think he's going to grow as they.
You think?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think he's going to get a little taller. And basketball, he loves basketball, but that's his sport. Loves playing baseball as well. And it was good to hear from his mother, a two-time All-American at Bloom, a 2,000-point scorer at Myers.
See, Russ, everything in, everything down, everything in.
And that's the most impressive thing is he's working down. I mean, that's a great pitch with 2 strikes right there. Tough one to lay off.
Absolutely. 1-2, runners in first and second. Petrosky puts it into play to short. They get the force at second, and that's all they're going to get. Throw over to the third, and he got him. Oh, those kind of mistakes, as you can see. Terry Klein shaking his head. Great play there by Nanticoke. The high baseball IQ. They play well in the field, and they end the threat for Mountaintop. Nanticoke's feeling pretty good about themselves with an 8-0 lead, in control here in the District 16 Little League Championship on MyTV. WQMY, there's the play. He's out at third.
Matt Tees is proud to provide the apparel for the TV crew for tonight's District 1631 championship game. Matt Tees is your source for custom apparel of the highest quality at a reasonable price. No job is too big or small for Matt Tees. Providing you with cost-effective custom apparel is Matt Tees' sole business. Call Matt Tees at 570-654-TEES or check them out online at matttees.net.
District 16 and 31 championship night at Pittston Township. District 31 champs, West Pittston, with a 7-5 win over Back Mountain National, and Nanticoke in control this one, up 8-0 in the third. Mountaintop, the defending champs, Nanticoke trying to knock them off. Back Mountain National was the defending champs in District 31, and West Pittston knocked the champs out. Took the flag. Nanticoke, they would like the championship flag and move into sectional play.
Now, it's 8-0. In Little League, they're, if Nanticoke reaches 10, and then Mountaintop is held scoreless, the game's over, because there is a 10-run rule in Little League Baseball. So they're flirting with that right now, Phil.
Absolutely. Owen Brown steps in for Nanticoke. Nanticoke still needs 2 runs to reach that 10-run rule. Nanticoke 10-run rule, 3 teams in their 5 wins in district play.
And if you're Nanticoke here, you want to keep the pressure on. You don't want to get too comfortable with this lead because anything can happen. You want to keep the pressure.
Here's the pitch from Petrosky. Popped up, and he slides and makes a great catch down the third base line. What a great play to get off the mound by Ryan Petrosky to get the first out of the inning.
Great hustle, too. Just great hustle by this kid. Doesn't care what the score is. It's all out every play. There you see it. Hustle and speed by that pitcher. Ryan sliding in underneath the catch for the first out in the inning.
Now batting
Colin.
for Nanticoke, pinch hitter number 24, Colin McKavick.
Colin McKevich.
McKevich comes in, and he's batting for Casey. McKevich, it's an opportunity here with an 8-0 lead.
Colin actually is a very good hitter. They use him a lot in big situations to knock in some runs.
Yeah,
So he's
one
not
of the key reserves, absolutely.
Yep.
That's pretty scary if you got some good hitters on your bench ready to go.
Yes, sir.
Nanticoke has 6 district titles since 1978. Last time they won it, 2015. They had titles going back from 1980, 82, 88, 2010, 2014. That pitch missed. Petrosky wanted a called strike, but 3 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, that was up a little bit.
That one was at his head. Ball 4. Nanticoke has a base runner.
Now you go from size to Khalid. How tall is Khalid?
Khalid, let's check it out.
I'm saying
Pachinski.
4'10".
Let's see.
I say him and Evan are pretty tall, about the same size.
Let's see. Pachinski steps in. Let's see what his. Russ, are you going to weigh in on his how tall he is?
How tall do you think he is? Number 38. What are you saying?
It's a tough call right there. I'm saying, what's the official listing? What do they got him listed at?
What do you think?
I'm going 4'10".
I was gonna say 4'11". I think he's getting close.
They have him listed as 5'1".
They're lying. They're lying. If he's 5'1", I'm 6'3".
Now, Russ, did you get an opportunity to see that first game? That was a great game.
Oh, that was
West Pittston
unbelievable.
and
I got here in the second inning. I thought I was watching a high school game. The way the game was being played, and hitters were staying on pitches, battling back and forth. Tremendous effort by both teams.
Chinsky fouls that one back. There's 1 out. A runner at first, and Nanticoke in control, 8-0 here in the 3rd. Yeah, that was some game. West Pittston, a couple of long balls, and J.J. Hood was on his game. A lot of key opportunities for some other players in that West Pittston team that stepped up. Kelleher had a big night as well in a 7-5 win, and now they're the District 31 champs, and they'll host sectional play starting on Saturday.
Yes, that should be a lot of fun.
Nanticoke would like to join them there if they could win this game here today.
Big swing and a miss by Khalid for the 2nd out. But they turn over their lineup now.
Yeah, for the 2nd straight inning.
Now batting for Nanticoke.
I got to tell you, though, I love being a part of the Little League International. It's the greatest, in my opinion, the greatest youth sports organization in the world. You know, what they do and what they provide for the kids is unbelievable for us. I mean, next month, you know, there's March Madness and the Little League World Series.
Yeah, I know,
and now,
it is
you know,
great, huh?
we're going to regionals. All the regional games are televised. What a great opportunity for these young men. Look at this shot.
Cease
This
with a
could be
deep shot off the fence in right
Yep.
field. That'll knock in a run. It's 9-0. Cease will stop at second base with a double off the fence in right field.
Yeah, you hit it where they pitch it. Let's take a look at it here. He gets that fastball on the outside part of the plate, goes with the pitch. I thought for a second it might carry, goes off the fence. He just head down and ran and never watched where it went.
It's a good thing when you're seeing young hitters take the outside pitch to the opposite field. I think a lot of young guys have the tendency to want to yank. Nice play.
Yep.
Schultze with the catch, the veteran catcher for Mountaintop. They give up a run. Mountaintop coming up. They need to get the bats going in a big way. Nanticoke in control, 9-0 over Mountaintop in the District 16 Little League Championship on MyTV WQMY.
The full-service law firm of Elliott, Greenleaf, and Dean want to wish Mountaintop good luck and say we'll see you in sectionals. Hey fans, Frontier Communication is your local provider for internet, TV, and phone service for your home or business. Do you need a new phone line or system? Frontier has that tool. 2. Call 1-800-FRONTIER to learn more.
And let's head up top to Aaron with a special guest, the president of Mountaintop Little League. Aaron?
That's right, Phil. Justin Cromis, the president of the Mountaintop Area Little League. Definitely not the start that you or your fan base wanted, but anything can happen. Let's go through some of the high points of this season. What makes you proud of this team?
To this point, we haven't had a game like this. You know, we have the heart to come back from a game like this. So these boys it's not over yet. The game's going to continue.
Anything can happen, definitely, in Little League. Talk to me about some of the volunteers and parents that really get the wheels in motion for your program.
Well, not just in the All-Star program. We have over 200 volunteers that really keep our league running. We have a board of 15 that really, baseball's a 24-hour day job for us, you know. It comes down to 365 days of volunteering, and that's what keeps Mountaintop Area Little League playing in games like this.
Well, thanks so much for stopping to chat with us.
All right, thank you.
We'll let the young fans here have a moment. Wow, there's lots of them.
Thank you, Aaron. This game is presented by District 1631 Little League and MyTV WQMY under the authority of Little League Baseball and Softball and may not be rebroadcast or retransmitted without the express written permission of Little League International, South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Visit Little League online at www.littleleague.org. Mountaintop needs some runs, down 9-0. A guy that can hit the long ball, Colin Williams, steps in now. 9 hits, batting .474, 4 home runs for Mountaintop in the All-Star play.
Another big boy for this Mountaintop team.
Yeah, they have some size, that's for sure. You got to remember, these guys are just 11 and 12-year-olds, and they're got some height on them.
I think I saw a couple of them drive here.
That pitch for Cease, called strike.
I'm not sure we announced the umpiring crew, so I got to do that. Pat Partilla behind home plate. Danny Jones is at first. Dave Cadle is at second, and Jim McMonigal stands at third base.
Outside corner for a strike, 2-2.
Really happy with the crowd tonight, Phil.
Absolutely. A lot of people here on the hill, and that ball's popped up down the first base side. Beestrack grabs it, plays under it. You talked about how good of a first baseman Colin is and made a nice play there.
Stayed under really nicely. Let's take a look at it. Set his feet, no jerky motion. Just watch him. Keeps his eye on the ball. Doesn't put his glove up until the end when he has to catch it. Great technique, great fundamentals right there.
Ethan Stoltz, the catcher, steps in now.
I'm just very impressed with this Cease kid right here, watching him for the last couple innings. I mean, he's very rarely over the heart of the plate. It's either in off the plate, outside corner, inside corner. He's changing his sequences. Very impressed.
I'm right with you, Russ. Me too. I mean, I was impressed after that, watching that first inning. I haven't seen him pitch yet in this tournament until today, and he's very impressive.
And you know, the great thing about the kid is you never know if he's winning or losing. You know, same demeanor the whole time. You know, he's just a really good player.
How about the Nanticoke kids, the stars of the Pizza Bella commercial?
Right.
Wasn't that fun? We
Right.
had the Pizza Bella commercial. They were the ones that had that
yeah.
conference at the mound. And
Trevor?
Yeah, there was the situation, Russ, was 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, and the game was on the line, and there was a conference on the mound. All they were talking about was eating pizza, going to Pizza Bella.
That's great.
Gets the strikeout there.
What a nice pitch. Just stayed away from him, kept the ball down. I'll tell you what.
And that's after he showed him in twice.
Right.
You know, that's why that outside pitch was so effective. He changed the location twice on him.
Yeah, you talk about rhythm, Russ, a pitcher, when they have rhythm, man, that's dangerous.
Nolan Dunham steps in. First year as an All-Star, he moved to the mountaintop area from Wisconsin. His father played pro baseball, was drafted by the Houston Astros.
Number 28, Nolan Dunham.
Dunham steps in with 2 outs. Nanticoke in control, 9-0. Cease has been awesome tonight, in control, and his command has been great.
Right.
Been dominant.
You know, Russ, we want to thank you for stepping in. I know you got some other things to do.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
You know, you're a great ambassador for the Rail Riders. You're a great hometown boy, and we wish you the best of luck. And I'm sure our paths are going to cross again.
Yeah, I'd like to do this again.
Oh, yeah, this is fun.
Two balls and a strike. Outside misses to Dunham.
I wonder if he's related to Jeff Dunham.
The comedian?
No, the ventriloquist.
Yeah.
What's his name? Jeff Dunham.
Pitch inside.
I think
swung and strike.
I got to tell you, though, that is my son's favorite comedian. My
Really?
son Robert loves Jeff Dunham. I end up finding myself watching all of his shows as well.
Dunham gets on with a walk.
And now that I mentioned Robert, I better mention Sarah, Phil, because she'll get mad at me, right?
That's absolutely.
What's the pitch count out here?
Lots.
Lots, huh?
No. Actually, he's been really low.
He has been good.
Yeah. I don't think he's in danger of reaching to 85.
85, yeah.
And, you know, Nanticoke bats in the bottom of the 4th, and they're basically 1 run away from ending the game if Mountaintop can't cross the plate here.
Darryl Boych is in now. His favorite player, David Ortiz. Boych has a home run in this All-Star tournament.
Comes from a very athletic family. Family of great football players, Phil.
Absolutely.
His cousin just signed. Will be playing for Penn State.
Boych is a big boy as well.
Yes.
And Mountaintop has some big kids. Swings and miss. Cease overpowering there on that pitch. Off speed gets him. It's hard. We talked about this earlier, Russ. Hard to lay off these little leaguers, the pitches at the eyes, the high pitches. They're so hard to not swing at or
very
defend.
Tempting. Very tempting. You know, and especially with the way Cease is throwing tonight, if I'm helping these Mountaintop kids out, I'd say, look, be ready for his fastball. Be ready for his fastball. He's getting that fastball by you. You gotta make an adjustment, start a little bit sooner, try to get that bad head out through the zone.
Wow.
And another strikeout for Cease ends the inning.
Thanks for coming, man. We appreciate
it. That was
Russ
great.
Kanzler, thanks a lot for coming out, my friend. Great to see you. Nanticoke, they're thinking about a district championship, up 9-0 on Mountaintop. We'll be back on MyTV, WQMY.
Mountaintop Area Little League would like to wish our 12-year-old All-Stars the best of luck in their quest for the District 16 Championship tonight. And Mountaintop dentist Dr. Lisa Dean wishes the Mountaintop All-Stars good luck in their big game. And keep smiling. And go, Maddie!
Here now with Wade Rolls, the president of the Nanticoke Little League. You got to be very happy. I'm sure the fans are very happy with that start as well.
Yeah, we absolutely are. It's been a good ride, and this is going to cap off a great night. If we can get this one in the bag, we won a sectionals if we can.
How about off the field? Are they really close off the field as well, this team?
Yeah, all of them. They're like brothers. They're a fantastic bunch of kids, and very competitive with each other in practice and games, and same way in life. They're a great bunch.
And the same group when they were 9 and 10-year-olds, 2012, I believe, they won the championship. So how cool would that be to do it again?
There's some new faces on the team, but they're almost the same, and it'd be fantastic for them. And this time we want to sections and go to states and see how far we can go. It'll be great.
Thanks for stopping to chat.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, back to you.
Thanks, Aaron. You're talking about that 9-10 championship 2 years ago against basically the same Mountaintop team. And Nanticoke played Mountaintop in some tournaments. They beat them 5 times. So trying to beat them here for the 6th for a major championship. Again, as we mentioned, Nanticoke with 6 district titles going back to 1978.
Yeah,
Nanticoke
you know, in
Little League.
1988, Alan Brown, the manager, was a member of that 1988 team.
Won it in 88. Also had titles in 80, 82, 2010, 2014 was the last one. Last year, Mountaintop won the title. The year before that, it was Nanticoke.
So like I said before, now Nanticoke is 1 run away from winning the district title.
Nick Madsen steps in, having a great tournament.
He could end that with 1 swing right now.
Also some exciting action going on with District 16 and 31 and Plains Little League hosting the major softball state tournament. 8 teams from around the state start playing tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. at Plains Little League, and that'll go on all week. Some great softball playing for a state tournament.
Yes. Yeah, that starts tomorrow. You're going to see some great softball there. We have games throughout the day. You can check the website and see the times. That starts tomorrow at Plains Little League, right behind the old St. Cabbage Lumber.
Yep. So if you have nothing to do tomorrow or the next day, it's 11 and 12-year-old girls playing softball in the state tournament from around the state.
Well,
Chopper to short, play it first, and got him. Madsen is quick down the line, but took care of business. Adam with the throw from short.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. A bang-bang play at first base. Madsen can get down the line. And really bang-bang. Danny Jones makes the call.
Koski did a great job at short. Get that, and had a strong arm. First baseman for Nanticoke. It's been busy tonight. Colin Piestack steps in. Called strike. Count 1-1. As Bob mentioned, there is a 10-run rule in Little League Baseball. Nanticoke trying to reach that here if they can plate another run. Back to the pitcher.
That's going to be tough.
And that is going to be tough. One-handed by Koski, but he couldn't get it over in time, and Piestack's on first. Thought for a minute that Petrosky was going to get off the mound and make a play on this, Bob.
Yeah, you thought so. He knocked it down. Shortstop make a heck of an effort to try and throw him out. Piestack just legged it out.
So 1 out base runner for Nanticoke. They're a run away from being the district champs. Ethan Ajinski and now.
That's a winning run there at first.
Yep. Pitch at Ethan's head. Had to duck down and get out of that one and brush the dust off. Ajinski. You have to get that uniform watch. Watch the pitch here. Whoa.
Yeah, that one was a, oh boy.
This time he goes outside as Petrosky. Or a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. 1 out base runner for Nanticoke. They're a run away from a district championship.
I think he's going to be taking a pitch here.
I would think so. Pitch is high, and that's a walk. Runners at first and second, and Nanticoke very aggressive on the base paths.
Yep.
They're going to try to do everything to get in position to score and win this game.
Yep.
And here comes Terry Klein, the manager of Mountaintop, out to talk to Ryan Petrosky. He could be done for the night. I don't know who his third option is, but.
Well, I think he's probably telling him, look, the runner at second base is the winning run, so we have to do whatever we can to stop that runner from scoring. And so he's probably going over that right now. And Allen's talking to Suhr, saying, look, that's the winning run.
Suhr had the 2-run homer to really get that big second inning started. That was the monster inning for Nanticoke when Suhr had that 2-run homer. He was the second batter in that inning, and he hit the long ball. Great pictures tonight by the Fox 56 sports production crew. Great job in the truck. Great job by all the camera guys that have been here since 11 o'clock this morning. We thank them, and pictures have been outstanding tonight. This District 16 and 31 championship night. I hope you're enjoying it at home. Soar, the chopper to short.
That could be it.
Ball gets into left field, and Brown will hold the runner, and the second runner at second base runs by the bag, and there they throw it away, and here's your game winner right here. And Nanticoke is your District 16 champs. That was a wild play, aggressive on the base pass. And Nanticoke and manager Alan Brown are your district champs. Their 7th district title since 1978. 10-0 final, a 10-run rule win for Nanticoke.
Typical ending of this game. Nanticoke being aggressive on the base path. Let's take a look at it.
Wild
Nanticoke
play.
Just all the way around, and Colin Peastrack comes home with the winning run, and Nanticoke is your district champion.
Post-game show will be coming up with Bob Ide and Aaron Dugan, and Bob Bertoni out on the field. They'll give out the medals and the flags. Nanticoke will move on to Section 5 play. They'll join West Pittston. They'll be playing at West Pittston against the District 32 and District 17 teams from the Scranton area. Nanticoke, your 2016 champs. They knock off the defending champs, Mountaintop. The final 10-0. We'll come back with a post-game show on the way next from Pittston Township Little League. It's championship night for Little League Baseball on MyTV WQMY. The Nanticoke Career Firefighters would like to congratulate the Nanticoke Area Little League All-Star Team for winning the District 16 championship. Nanticoke Career Firefighters have been proudly serving the Nanticoke community since 1978. Mad Tees is proud to provide the apparel for the TV crew for tonight's District 16 and 31 championship game. Mad Tees is your source for custom apparel and the highest quality at a reasonable price. No job is too big or too small for Mad Tees. Call Mad Tees at 570-654-TEES or check them out online at madtees.net. Let's head up top to Bob Ide and start the post-game show. Bob?
Thank you, Phil, and thank you, Bob. Congratulations to the Nanticoke Little League team. As you can tell, I'm surrounded by a bunch of Little League fans, and we're ready to get the post-game show underway. Let's go down now to Bob Bertoni on the field to give out the rings and the district banner. Bob?
Thanks, Bob. First of all, let's congratulate both teams on an unbelievable final. You know, what a great night for Little League Baseball, and it starts with playing at Pittston Township. Let's give Tony Cook and his staff a round of applause for having this field looking the way it did. All the mothers working in the concession stand, they did an unbelievable job. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight and enjoying two great games. The crowd was amazing. Thank you so much for supporting District 16 and 31 Little League Baseball. It was an awesome night. Let's give everybody a round of applause. I can't be prouder than working with individuals who give up so much of their time for Little League. I want to first start with our tournament chairman and one of my assistants, Phil Shaner, for all the work that he did on putting this broadcast together and running the tournament. So, Phil, thank you very much. Also to the guys out there, our assistant district administrators, Mr. Joe Long, Mr. Greg Colai, Mr. John Strobel, and the veteran, Mr. Larry Letty, for all the work that they've done, and John Kozerski, who's up at the hospitality tent taking care of that. But enough about that. I want to congratulate our runner-up. They have nothing to be ashamed of. They come in here with great baseball players, a great team, and a great organization. Our runner-up, Mountaintop Little League.
And then representing District 16 in the Section 5 tournament that will be held right across the river at West Pittston starting on Saturday, our District 16 champion, Nanticoke Little League. At this time, I'll turn the mic over to our public address announcer. He'll introduce both teams, let them get a little hardware, and then we'll present the flag. So here you go.
First up, Mountaintop, Colin Willis. Adam Lichkowski. Nick Kreitzer. Ryan Petrosky. Colin Williams. Ethan Stoltz. Trevor Burkowski. Zach Antosh.
I thought there was a break in between.
Josh Kohler.
Well, they're going to run around the field.
Nolan Dunham.
They run around the field. They always do the run.
Declan Palmero. And Daryl Boych. Your Mountaintop coaches, your manager, Terry Klein. Coaches Pat Willis and Daryl Boych. One more round of applause for your runners-up this year, Mountaintop Area Little League.
Could actually start interviewing the coach while they're running around.
And now for your District 16 champions, Nanticoke area. Derek Cease. Justin Spencer. Nick Matson. Colin Piestrak. Ethan Ejensky. Devin Sura. Owen Brown. Charlie Casey. Bryant Keegan. Colin McKevich. Caleb Baczynski. Aiden Everett. And Hayden Reeks. What's his name? And number 50, Trevor Kuchek. Your manager, Mr. Al Brown. Your coaches, Eric Spencer and Nick Matson. Your District 16 champions, Nanticoke area. I will now throw it over to Mr. Bob Bertoni for the presentation of the final piece of hardware for the evening. No championship is complete without it.
They want that flag. Clear path, people. Here they come, your Nanticoke area District 16 champions. Don't run over any pedestrians, please. I don't know where this goes, brother.
Once again, we'd like to thank everyone for coming out to support District 1631 baseball here at Pittston Township. It was a wonderful night. Thank you for everyone involved. Please drive safely and have a good evening. Thank you.
Are you sending it back to us for a wrap or no?
Huh? I think we're good. I think we're done. I don't know. Aaron's got to introduce.
Okay. All right, we're here with a very happy team. Let's talk with Kevin Sura first, a big 2-run homer to get things started. That was a big spark. Talk to me about that play.
Well, before the game, my dad said, don't go up and try to hit home run, just keep a smooth swing, and that's what I did.
How about your team? Talk about some of the guys that really contributed for you tonight.
Well, we played great as a team, and I just want to keep that going.
And how about your buddy Derek on the mound tonight? What can you say about that?
He did great. There's nothing more he can do.
Well, congratulations. Let's talk to Derek. Talked with your mom a little earlier today. She was really excited for you. How good does it feel to be district champs?
Feels really good. I'm excited for my teammates for fighting throughout the whole game.
So you guys had this championship as a 9 and 10-year-old team. How different is it now?
I think we're older and we're more excited to get it back.
Did you come into this game expecting this kind of result?
Yeah, we always do.
Yeah, very confident. I like it. Congrats, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you, Aaron Dugan, and Nanticoke very happy tonight. They are the District 16 champs, and what a night it was. Your District 16 champs, Nanticoke, and the District 31 champs. Getting it done was West Pittston. So the defending champs both losing tonight. Back Mountain National in the 31 game, and the defending champs out of the 16 game, Mountaintop. Another great night, Bob. Super night.
Oh, you know, so much fun and so much hard work. It's all worth it just to see these kids enjoy the game and to play the game that they love the most. And I can't thank everybody enough, from Bob Ide, I know you're listening up there, thank you so much, and Steve in the truck, and all the guys back there. You did a great job. We showcased some great baseball today, and it wouldn't have happened without Fox and without all our sponsors. So to everyone, I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I cannot wait to see everybody again next year. Bob, I'm going to throw it up to you, but man, what a great night for baseball. Phil, you were awesome. You did a great job, bud, putting all this together. Thank you.
It was fun to see, that's for sure, to see all these kids. And this is what it's all about.
Yep.
The kids have an opportunity to get showcased on TV. So we have 2 new district champs. Best of luck to them in Section 5, which will be at West Pittston starting on Saturday on their long road to South Williamsport, and maybe one of these teams could make it all the way to South Williamsport to play for a Little League World Series. So that'll do it from the broadcast location down here. Let's head upstairs to Bob Ide. Bob did a great job with our pre- and post-game show. Bob put a wrap on things from Pittston Township tonight. Bob, take it away.
Thank you, guys. And Bob, I know you can hear me now. Right behind you, there's some cheeseburgers and hamburgers. I know the crew would like those as soon as possible. So grab them for them, and we appreciate it. Thank you for having us. Once again, what a showcase! What a bunch of Little League games. Whether or not you like baseball, love baseball, you got to hand it to all these kids here tonight. They played their hearts out, and they played some great baseball here in Northeastern and Central Pennsylvania. So for the entire Fox 56 Sports crew, for the Executive Committee of District 16 and 31, for Aaron Dugan, this is Bob Ide saying so long from Pittston Township. Congratulations to West Pittston and to Nanticoke.